you don't smoke weed with dumb niggas, because weed make you smart.
Wherever you're at, we all have a common enemy. It is the same one. Everywhere you go, when you go down the street, there's the enemy. There's the enemy that works for the other enemy, who they all work under. So we all share the same common enemy. Everybody has the same enemy. From LA to Africa to Palestine to Vietnam. We all have the same enemy. That's one enemy. And it is not me. And it is not you. And it is not them. We are not the enemies of each other. They are the enemy. There is only one enemy. And we all have to work together in unison to fight this one enemy.
That's right.
So,
capitalism,
the faster we learn that,
yeah, capitalism is our enemy. But what are you using to record this video on? Is it an iPhone? Is it a Galaxy maybe? What are you using? Is it a camera? What are you using to? Because capitalism is our enemy.
The more we can grow as a people, and the quicker we can get to this revolution and overturn this motherfucker and have real people leading this country.
That's right.
Ain't nothing worse than a smart dumb nigga.
I just came to use my congressional authority to check on these.
Ma'am, we're lobbying securely now to all visitors.
Excuse me, I need to get in.
Contact our public affairs.
I need to get in.
Ask me if I support the protests that are going on in LA. I 100% do. Please keep going. Burn down your own backyard if you must. You know why? Because this right here is the greatest campaign ad that this side never had to pay for. Y'all motherfuckers out there in Los Angeles throwing a full-blown fucking tantrum. Like y'all just crawled out the Rio Grande, screaming death to America, in a country that gave you the fucking freedom to do that shit. You were born at Kaiser Permanente in Burbank. Stop it. You ain't El Chapo, you're Chris from Pasadena. You ain't cartel born. You were Target born with a Costco membership by age 5. Half you motherfuckers protesting ain't even Mexican. You're American with Mexican heritage. And a tattoo of the Virgin Mary you got on a Vegas bender. Don't get it twisted, I respect the heritage. But flying a foreign flag while shitting on the country that gave you the fucking freedom to do it, that's not pride. You don't even go to fucking Mexico unless it's for spring break in Cancun with a passport you got from the US government. And you won't go live there. Why? Because you like your DoorDash. Your 7-Elevens, your air conditioning.
Mexico doesn't have a DoorDash, but I'm sure they have something comparable to it. Mexico does have a bunch of 7-Elevens, a bunch of other cool ass stores too, but also Mexico also has AC. Probably a little bit more expensive than the United States, but they have it.
Your freedom to scream dumb shit without a cartel rolling up on your motherfucking ass. And let's be honest, ain't nobody screaming death to Mexico while flying an American flag through Guadalajara. You know why? Because that's how you end up in a back alley, starring in Cartel TikTok Season 3. Meanwhile, the rest of America is sitting back watching you block freeways during rush hour, destroying businesses, wearing $300 fucking Jordans.
A lot of y'all can't lie. You know, you paid maybe $40 at the swap meet.
Screaming about injustice in the city with the most social programs and diversity hires in the fucking country. Y'all are the political version of throwing a Molotov cocktail at a fucking Prius because you're mad about gas prices. So listen, I'm not mad you're passionate. I'm mad you're dumb. And your dumbass behavior is helping the other side more than a Trump rally in Texas with free brisket. Every time y'all riot, loot, tearing up your own shit, you're just birthing another red voter. So yeah, I support the protest. Keep fucking going. Keep flying flags of countries you ain't got the fucking balls to move to. And shitting on the system that literally gives you the right to shit on it.
You guys always want to complain about Latinos for Trump, but look at these protesters. They're causing the National Guard to be deployed in Paramount, Compton, and Linwood, 3 major hubs for illegal immigrants. Now imagine an innocent illegal family driving home back to Linwood, back to Paramount, or back to Compton, and now with the National Guard deployed, there's checkpoints, and they're checking if you're there to protest or if you're actually trying to drive home. You guys are going to cause people to get deported that weren't targeted, weren't investigated, weren't even on the list, that were probably invisible. So stop complaining about Latinos for Trump and look at yourselves in a mirror. You guys need to stop acting like this, man. You guys make us Mexican Americans look so bad.
I am a Hispanic of Mexican descent that does not agree with the riots and the looting happening in Los Angeles and San Francisco. I do not condone their actions. I do not condone their decisions. It is despicable what is going on in Los Angeles and San Francisco as of last night. That is not the Mexican culture that I come from. What you see happening in Los Angeles and what you see happening in San Francisco are a misled generation that has no idea where they come from. And many of them are going to be disowning me after they hear my thoughts about this. But I do not care, because I do not want the stereotype that they are building themselves during these riots to be put on me. Although my family comes from Mexico, the United States is our home. And as long as I live in this nation has my allegiance. This nation has my servitude. I do not root for another nation before my own. I do not burn this nation's flag. This nation has benefited my life and my family's life more than any other nation combined. So all those Mexican flags that you see blowing through the air in Los Angeles, those are people that have probably never even stepped foot in Mexico, have no idea how good they have it in the United States. And it is a disrespect for you to treat the United States flag in that way and to spit on everything that your ancestors stood for. You're rioting just to riot. You're looting just to loot. How is that solving anything? How is that not making the white man, the black man, the any other color man look at us any different? Your actions in Los Angeles, in San Francisco, and anywhere else that this is happening around the world is feeding into the stereotype that they already have on us. And I don't care if I look more white than what I am Mexican. My blood bleeds the same like yours. But our thought processes are polar opposite. And I am willing to advocate for our people, our culture, but not with that nonsense. I want no part and no place in all the disaster and the chaos that our people are causing. And if you're a Mexican or a Hispanic or from Colombia, Ecuador, wherever you're from, and you believe or think the way I think and you stand where I stand, let me know in the comments section, because you're not as alone as you feel. And don't forget to hit that follow button for your daily updates.
A lot of people want to blame us Latinos for Trump for all these raids. You know who you should be blaming? Latinos for Biden. Because if it wasn't for Biden's stupid border policy, none of this would be happening. And if you say, no, it was going to happen, then why didn't it happen in 2016? Huh? 2016 to 2020, they didn't have ICE raids. Tell me, why didn't it happen? It all happened because of Latinos for Biden.
You know the old saying, it'll be your own people, or it be your own people. Black folks, you know what I'm talking about. It be your own people. Well, this Latina comes out, and I don't encourage people to come out alone to tell stories to people. These people are out there to just wreak havoc. They don't really give a shit about truth and everything else. They don't care about none of that. They care about wreaking havoc, and that be it. But this Latina, her family members, I don't exactly know who in her family, but they were murdered by illegal immigrants. So then she goes out there and she's trying to tell her story. Like, you guys are out here, but I had family members who were murdered by illegal immigrants. But they didn't want to hear her story. Instead, mostly dudes, mostly little bitches, pepper spraying her, hitting her with the bikes, and throwing all kinds of shit at her, trying to get her to leave. Mostly dudes. Mostly little bitches.
trying to get through. Let's go.
Tackle me, you stupid ass bitch.
Oh yeah, leader.
What? What's that gonna do? Nothing. You fucking immature ass. What? What? What's up?
Only a bitch would pepper spray a woman in the face. But what I want to know is what was in that pepper spray, because she ate that shit like it was nothing. She ate that shit like it was nothing. Like, I'm thinking, like, what was in that pepper spray? Yeah, damn.
Why would you think I would show up out here? Why would you think I would show up out here? I wouldn't be showing my face out here if I knew I was gonna get it all fucked up, bro. Straight up, bro. This is my fucking truth, bro. I know, but why you saying me? Do some crimes and getting everybody caught up, bro. That's why everybody's getting deported. You see what you're saying? Fuck you,
You know, not only is she speaking her truth, but she's speaking the truth, right? The truth. And they don't like the truth, apparently. Only a bitch would hit someone with their bike without, you know what I mean, like took a cheap ass shot. And then the fact of the matter is that she didn't get knocked down. She stayed standing, and then she started fighting the motherfucker. Cause he's a bitch.
I'm just curious to know what's the end game. What are y'all planning on accomplishing? Aside from like destroying Kobe Bryant and his daughter's mural, aside from like rioting and throwing bricks that probably was set out there by Georgie Porgy. Now I'm not grouping all Hispanics with these people. I'm not. I know it's a lot of Hispanics out here who do not agree with this shit. One thing I know about Mexicans is that they some prideful motherfuckers. They don't want no poor representation of their community. This is a bad representation of it. Because not only does it make it seem as if you guys do not respect the country that you're trying to stay in, but you are pretty much just automatically associating Mexicans with being illegal immigrants. I don't see no other immigrants out there. I don't see no China flags. I don't see no Jamaican flags. I don't see no Haitian flags. I don't see no Afghan flags. And another cop-out is the fact that y'all want to use what happened with George Floyd as a way for you all to push this illegal immigration agenda. Let me tell you something. Happened to George Floyd ain't got shit to do with y'all asses being in this country illegally. Okay? It's absolutely nothing to do with it. Us black people already know that Black Lives Matter was a motherfucking, like, they were fraudulent as fuck. They stole from the community. So y'all bringing up old shit ain't got nothing to do with what's going on today. Nothing to do with it. Also got to be reminded of the fact that a lot of you motherfuckers was embarrassed when Venezuelans came over here. When them other communities was coming over here from overseas during the last administration, we saw a lot of Latinos saying like they don't represent us. We are embarrassed by these people. Y'all didn't even fuck with them like that. So y'all need to be mad at these motherfuckers for blowing up y'all spot. Y'all also need to be mad at 44 because he deported more of y'all than Trump is deporting. The fact of the matter is, let's bring it back a little bit because this whole thing is starting to look very manufactured. Starting to look like a bit of a Claudia mixed in with it. Georgie Porgy, Democrat Party, well as Newsom. It looks like all of them are mixed in with this bullshit in order to make it seem as if Trump is just this racist motherfucker who's just deporting people because of the color of their skin. No, you guys had the opportunity to get $1,000 to self-deport, and y'all didn't do that. 9 times out of 10, most Mexicans are not out there. Most Mexican Americans are not out there doing this rioting because motherfuckers got families, they got jobs. Definitely ain't bringing their kids out there to get maced. So, a lot of y'all out there, it's giving the Mexican version of Antifa. Y'all ain't fooling nobody. Y'all want to be mad? Y'all need to be mad at the president who was just in office. Y'all need to be mad at the motherfuckers who is paying for people to go out there and make your community look bad. Quit using black people as a way for you all to push y'all illegal immigration.
In regards to illegal immigration, my stance is the only right that you should have after breaking into this country is the right to remain silent.
Look, y'all, there's a lot that can be said, and unfortunately, it's just gonna be a long ass video. So stay tuned for part 2. It's your boy King Churro. Thank you for watching. Remember that you're loved, and remember to be great every day because tomorrow is never promised. Again, stay for part 2.
Every day you wake up, you got a decision to make. To go right or left, up or down, right or wrong. At the end of the day, you make the decision. Nobody forces you. So make the right decision. Make moves, set the goal. Stop making excuses, man. And if it look like a duck, walk like a duck, and sound like a duck, it's a duck. Stop guessing. Just do the right thing. You heard? You hear me? I love y'all. Stay positive. Love one another.
All right. Oh, okay. So I'm a traitor. I'm a traitor to my own race. And I backstab all the Mexicans. But yet you walk around saying the N-word all day? Oh my gosh. Really? Y'all want to go there? Pick up your pants too. Nobody wants to see your ass all day. And then learn some actual Spanish. You're a no sabo kid, all right? You can't sit there and tell me I'm a traitor and, oh, you voted for Trump, you want to be white, you want to be black. Stop saying the N-word. Black people don't even like that. Stop saying the N-word. You're not black. You're not black. Stop trying to fit in. I'm not trying to fit in. You see me try to act white? Hold on, I'm not done. I'm not done. You really are a conservative. You most likely was raised conservative. Your dad was conservative. Your mom's conservative. Your tios are conservative. The only reason you're a Democrat is because of the illegal immigration stuff. That's the only reason why you identify as a Democrat. That's the only reason why you identify as a Democrat. Is because of immigration stuff. If it wasn't for that, you'd still be conservative. If your cousin goes and tells your tia that they're gay, most likely they'll shame them for that. They'll disown them for that. And if you was to go tell your dad that you're non-binary and that there's more than 2 genders, he'll probably tell you, what are you smoking? Give it to me or get out of my house. But we don't want to go there. We don't want to go there. Most conservatives are Latinos, Mexicans. Real Mexicans are all conservative. I didn't say Republican. I didn't say Democrat. I said conservative. You grew up with conservative values. The only reason that you're so woke now is because you think that shit is cool. You think that being a Mexican is like a costume and you want to celebrate it Cinco de Mayo when it's really September 16. First of all. Oh my God, this video is going to piss somebody off. Oh, I'm crying.